Hi, you're with Kate, and this is part 2 of my IVC sweater. In the previous part 1, I was choosing the yarn, testing the yarn, making plans, made a swatch, and calculated the gauge. Now let's start. And we are starting with the front part and with the ribbing. This is my ribbing, take 1. After I made this ribbing and recorded a video how I made it, I looked at it and I decided that I don't like it and I want to make it a little bit different. First, I don't like how messy this is. I do like the stripes. It looks very nice, and rib 2x2 also looks very nice, but this part is way too messy. So what I will do instead of this, in my take 2, when I twist this yarn, blue with white, I will twist it the same way every row. So then the stitches look like this. The other thing that I would like to make different is my calculations for the rib. For 68 centimeters, I calculated that I need 176 stitches plus 2 edge stitches. Here I have 178 stitches, 89 white and 89 dark blue. But now, after my rib is ready and I measured it, I realized that this 2.6, this is the stockinette stitch. And even though the rib is stretchy, and if I would continue like this, there would be no problem for rib to stretch, I do like how it looks like this. So I measured how many centimeters this is, and it's about 60 centimeters in not stretched state. So I know that I have 178 stitches, 60 centimeters, and I need 68. That means that for the rib, I need 202 stitches plus 2 edge stitches. And after the rib is done, I will do decreases to have 176 stitches. And why 176? 68 centimeters is the width that I need. So I take this width, this 68 centimeters, and this is 2.6. It's how many stitches I have in 1 centimeter. And this is how many stitches I need to cast on if I would need with stockinette stitch from the beginning. And I add 2 stitches to this. 2 stitches are the edge stitches. This is the edge stitch, and this is the edge stitch. I will use the edge stitches to attach front part and the back part together. So take 2 for my rib, and my next plan is to cast on 204 stitches, 102 white stitches and 102 dark blue stitches. These stripes will be the same. I really love how they end up. And this is not the only way how you can make it work. The other way would be make separately white rib and separately dark blue ribbing, and then attach them together. But I chose to do it in one row as the color work. So when I start with the next color, I twist the yarn. And this is what I had. In my take 2, I will twist it specific way. So you will still see the stitches, but they all look the same and they don't look messy. And I will start with casting on 102 white stitches using knitting needle size 2, not 2.5 millimeters. 2.5 is my main knitting needle for the stockinette stitch, but half size lower. This is something that I always do, and you can see it in many patterns. They recommend it to take the smaller size knitting needles for the ribbing. And this is usually done to get this effect, the stretchiness. And if you would use the same size knitting needle as you use for the main body, it will be less stretchy. I always use 2 knitting needles to cast on, and then I remove one. So I will use 2 knitting needles to cast on. First thing I will do is decide how long this end should be. And I do it next way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this should be enough to cast on 10 stitches. And this is 20, 40, this is 80, and about half of it, this should be enough to cast on 102 stitches. Now to the casting on. First stitch, making sure that this end is close to me and the ball is away from me, and start casting on 102 stitches. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and all the way to 102. 102 white stitches cast on here. Now I will cast on 102 dark blue stitches. This is 1. The end is next to me. The ball is further away. And 102 stitches. Now I have 102 white stitches and 102 blue stitches. Now I will remove one of the knitting needles. First stitch is the edge stitch. Every first stitch I just slip from the left needle to the right one. Then knit 2 and purl 2. First row is always the hardest, and then it gets easier and easier every row. And I knit 2 and purl 2 all the way till the end of the blue yarn here. Finished with blue stitches, and now it's time to knit white stitches. But what I'm going to do, I will twist these 2 yarns, so it would not be just 2 separate pieces, but they will be together. And to avoid this messy result, I will always twist this way. So this is the wrong side, because dark blue is on the right. The dark blue stitch will be on the bottom, and from the right side it will be on top. Let me show you what I mean. So these are 2 stitches, and I need to twist them. I do it this way from the wrong side. So the blue one starts at the bottom and continue with the ribbing, knitting the second row, and this is the right side. The edge stitch, every knit stitch I knit, and every purl stitch I purl. So I have this 2 by 2 ribbing, and this will be my first 8 centimeters would be ribbing, 2 by 2. So all this first 8 centimeters I do 2 by 2 ribbing. And now, since this is the right side, I will twist the yarn with the blue on top. So this way. Blue on top. And keep knitting with blue. And I keep knitting like this until I have 6 rows on my needles. And every time I switch from one color to another, I twist the yarn every right side. My dark blue is on top, and every wrong side, my dark blue is on the bottom. I have 6 rows of ribbing on my knitting needle. In the next row, I will do the first stripe. 2 by 2 rib on the blue section. I have this ball of yarn that I'm using. I use the yarn from outside. I will get the inside one to make this stripe. Why I don't just use this one and keep knitting? It's because I only need 1 stripe of blue, and then 1 stripe of white, and then again 1 stripe of blue. So I will use this other piece of yarn and keep with 2 by 2 ribbing. Now I will do something similar with the white ball. I will take a new yarn, but it's not actually a new yarn, it's just the same yarn from the middle of the ball. But what I will do, I will take the big end and I will knit with this end. I will not use the side connected to the ball, I will use the side connected to the end. Now I take both of this and twist with this blue, and because it's a right side, blue goes on top. Knit my rib till the end of the row. Now what I want to do is not turn my work, but go to this side. And then knit with the blue yarn. And I keep with this dark blue till the end of the row. I cut the previous one and keep knitting my rib. I knitted a few more rows, and while I was knitting, I also looked for some photos online of this sweater, and I found some where you can actually see the rib very good. And I noticed that it's not actually like this, but these stripes are in the middle, not at the upper side, and also the bottom line is pink, and that this one is also pink, and I love it. I love it even more than this, and this is exactly how Ivy has it in that movie. So I will do that instead of what I did here in my rib version 1. I will do it the same as it is in the movie. Also look, this one is now more pretty, it's not chaotic, it's actually looks good. I'm happy with this one. You can see here, just to compare. Yeah, this is not good. This is just so messy. I will take my pink yarn. For the pink, it's color 54. I really like this pink. I actually had it in my yarn stash because of some baby clothes that I made for some friends. So I would need like one line here and then one line there. So I think instead of just creating 4 loose ends, I will create just 2. What I will do, I will grab a long end from this pink yarn and we'll meet this one pink stripe with this end, and the ball will still be here, and in the end of the rib I could just knit the other row, and this way I will only have 2 loose ends instead of 4 loose ends. Knit 2, purl 2, beautiful. Now continue with the white. Now I will do something similar with the dark blue as I did with pink. I'll just take another ball of yarn and here's the center immediately, and I will knit with the end. So I would have from this side and this side I will have the ball of blue yarn. If you want to knit something like similar, or if you're knitting along, you don't have to do this. You can just knit with a piece of yarn and then just cut it, but then you will have a bit more ends to wave. And also I like my ends at the stitches, at the edge stitches, so then I don't have to wave too much here. This is just my girl math, but this is how I will do it. Now the white stripe again. I'm just gonna knit normally the white stripe because it's only one stripe. I will have to cut the ends one way or another. Don't worry about all this madness, we'll take care of it once I'm done with the stripe part of this rib. So here I will just continue with this white yarn, and this one, the previous one, I'll cut. Now I just continue the rib like nothing happened with this yarn. Looks scary, I know, but don't worry, I'll take care of it once I'm done with this row. The row is done. I love how it looks. Now let's get rid of this extra yarn that we don't need. Okay, I don't need this one because I already have this one. So I'll cut it and I'll get this on this first ball, put it aside. This is the first white ball, I will also put it aside. The pink one I need, but let me get it in order. And this looks very messy, but it's just one ball. See, this pulling from the middle of the ball is over hyped. Like, what is this? Like, how, what? Okay. Let me just find another end. Never happens to me when I just use the end, then it's outside of the ball. I have now my white, my blue, and my pink. Let's see, what else do we have here? Blue and pink. I will make a knot. It's a very thin yarn, so I can just make a knot and it will be invisible, like I don't even feel it here. So I made this knot. Now I will wave this end. I will do it right now, so I would not have this mess anymore. I will take the crocheting hook. The most important criteria in hiding the end is make sure that it's not visible from this side, from the right side. I will slip it through a few more stitches. And cut. And I will do the same with this pink one. There's still this too. I will do the same way I just hit the previous two. Just slip them through some stitches nearby. Just to secure the ends. Now this white. And cut. Okay. From this side we only have this one. And from this side there's some mess. Okay, this blue and this blue I will tie together. I will not hide them like I did with the center, because here I will attach two pieces together. And then I will be able to just simply hide them in the stitch that I will use to attach front and back together. What I will do with pink is I will just twist it every now and then in the beginning, so I still have it here when I need it in a few more rows. And now I will just continue with the reap, and I will reap exactly as many rows as I have here. And then I'm done with my reap, and then I will use the pink one. I'm done with the reap. It's more than 8 centimeters, as you can see. It's 9 centimeters. I like it, it's very pretty. The only thing is after just now when I was done, I look at it and I'm like, oh damn, I probably should have done like 2 rows, not 1 row for the stripes. But I will not do it again. I will not redo this reap again because it looks pretty as it is. I'm also happy with the middle. This is the relaxed state. And even if you stretch it and look very, very closely, it still looks pretty. It doesn't look messy. When I will hide this end, I will connect this too, so there will not be this gap here. With this pink one, and by the way, you see, with this pink one, I twisted it every time before knitting the last stitch here. And this is the edge stitch. So when I will be attaching the edge stitch to edge stitch, it will not be visible at all. This is the wrong side, because on the right side, white is on the right, blue is on the left. I'm taking this knitting needle number 2.5 and I will purl with the pink yarn, this row. I will knit it from the wrong side. From now on, it's purl from the wrong side and knit stockinette stitch from the right side. But I also need to do some decreases now, since I'm coming from knitting 2x2 rib into just stockinette stitch. And I have 102 white stitches and 102 dark blue stitches, 204 in total. And I need to have 89 white stitches and 89 from blue stitches. My first calculation is to know how many stitches do I need to decrease. So 102 minus 89, that means 13 stitches I need to decrease. It means that every now and then I will knit 2 stitches together while I'm knitting this pink row. And I need to do it equally. That's why I'm calculating not for the whole rib, but for halves, because this half should be the same as this half. So that's how equal it should be. I want it to be as equal as possible, as symmetrical as possible. I know that I need to decrease 13 stitches and that now I have 102. So 102 divided by 13, well, I cannot decrease every 7.8 stitch, but I assume that I can increase 7 stitches few times and then 8 stitches few times. So I have 102 stitches. If I decrease first time, I will decrease stitch 7. I will have 95. It's still, I cannot divide it by anything. Then second time I will decrease 7 stitch again, and then I will have 88, and this is 13 stitches I had to decrease. I decreased 1 and 2, and there's 11 stitches left to decrease. So this 88 divided by 11 is 8. That means that I will decrease every 7th stitch 2 times, and then every 8th stitch 11 times. And in the end, I should have 89 stitches. And then I will do the same for this half. But I will mirror it. So first, I will decrease 11 times every 8th stitch, and then 2 times every 7th. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 6 and 7, I will purl together. This way, I decrease the 7th stitch that I was talking about. Now I need to decrease the 7th stitch again. So I need 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 6th and 7th stitch I knit together. This way, I decreased again the 7th stitch. I made this decrease and this decrease. Now I will do 11 more decreases for every 8th stitch. So 7th and 8th stitch I will knit together 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 together, 11 decreases. If you knit alone, this is a very good time to count your stitches. If you don't knit alone and you're just watching this video, then please remember to count your stitches every time you do some massive decreases or increases. For the white part, I want to do exactly the same, but I want to mirror it. So I want it to be very symmetrical to this one. Not only, instead of, like here I did 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Not only here I will do 8, 8, 8, 8, 7, 7, but I will also completely mirror it. So this first two I will knit together. This will be my 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second decrease, 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got the point, right? Does it matter that much if I mirror it or no? No, it doesn't matter. No one will see, no one will notice, it will look good anyways. Maybe it will even look better if I will not put these two decreases together. No one will notice, no one will know, except me. I will know, and I want to make it as equal and as symmetrical as possible. So this is why I do it my way. I can take the smaller needle, put it aside for now. I don't need it for now. I will need it again for the back part of the rib. This is how it looks. And this is a good time to count the stitches. There should be 89 here and 89 here and 178 in total. I will knit one more pink row, so it would be more visible, and also because I have this blue ball yarn here, so then I come back here and then I can pick up blue immediately and start with the stripes. Finish the row and counted the stitches. Surprise, surprise, I have correct amount of stitches, 89 here, 89 here, 178 total. Now I will cut off the pink yarn, put it aside. I don't need it for now. I will start with making the stripes, the blue and white. And I have this blue yarn here. So now I'm just knitting with dark blue color for 8 rows. And from now on, it's only stockinette stitch. Purl from the wrong side and knit from the right side. I knitted 8 rows of dark blue. Now I'm back at the wrong side. And this is when I will start with the white stripe. There's nothing complicated about the stripes. You just knit with one color and then you knit with another color. And here I will just take this yarn. I will not do anything with the ends. I will wave the ends in the end. Now we'll just knit 6 rows with the white yarn. Purl on the wrong side and knit the right side. I'm getting closer to the end of the second row. So this is the white yarn that I'm knitting. This is the blue yarn. I just twist it one time before I knit the last stitch. And then on the back side I will have exactly the same as I had with this blue and pink. And I knit like this for 6 rows. So my blue stripe is 8 rows and my white stripe is 6 rows. And once I have 6 rows, I'm back here, I'm back at the wrong side, and that's when I can pick up this blue and hide the white one. I knitted a few stripes already. Every blue stripe is 8 rows and every white stripe is 6 rows. And I'll continue like this until I will reach the beginning of the sleeve hole. And this whole length, from the highest point till the end, is 70 centimeters. The sleeve hole is 25, 26. Plus this point, it adds extra 6 centimeters, which are already included in the 70, but not included in this 25, 26. So minus 6. And that will be 38 centimeters. But this rib is 9 centimeters. So minus 9. That would be 29. That means that I need the stripes for 29 centimeters. And I have about 8. So I need for another 21 centimeter. And then we'll start with the next chapter, which is the sleeve shaping and the neckline. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end, for watching this video. This was part 2 of my Ivy C sweater, where I did this multicolor ribbing and stripes. Follow if you don't want to miss the next parts, and click like if you like this video. Bye, see you soon.